Okay, so this next video is going to cover the spreader function specifically of the Turf Storm. So Gino, what can you tell us about this, the spreader function specifically?
Sure. So the spreader itself is you're going to see it on the spec chart as a 220-pound dry granular spreader.
Okay.
And that is good for any type of dry granular material. One of the things that you're going to notice, obviously it comes with a cover, that is standard. The interesting thing about this is because the motor is actually a high torque electric motor, which is on the bottom of the impeller.
Okay.
What we don't have is a motor or an obstruction up in the actual hopper.
So what's the benefit of that?
Well, the benefit of that is actually multifold. The first thing is that the motor is not encapsulated in the material itself.
Okay.
Second thing, the motor is actually capable of being replaced very quickly and easily if that was ever needed. More importantly, as we look down in the hopper, we have a stainless steel grate covering our actual area or the orifice that we're going to actually have the dry granular material go down. But theoretically, Jesse, although the spec is 220, I could put 5 bags in here, which would equate to 250 pounds.
Okay.
I'd be exceeding the overall capacity on the spec, but it will fit.
Okay.
And then actually there's going to be an accessory for 2 bins on the rear of the machine that's going to allow for another 50-pound bag per side to carry. So theoretically, the operator can carry 350 pounds.
Or 7 bags.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
So one of the other interesting things about it, the impeller, you'll notice, is completely out in the open. It is made of a very resistant material, but impellers are actually a wear item on a spreader sprayer.
That makes sense.
And as the material is coarse and granular, it's going to wear the fins away. So this is something that does need to be able to be replaced very quickly and easily for our end users. There is another benefit to that electric motor, and that electric motor benefit versus some others that are using hydraulic motors.
Okay.
Not only is the hydraulic motor up here, which is taking away capacity and in the material,
right.
More importantly, hydraulic is building heat, and that actually has a counterintuitive effect on certain materials that we don't run into with the electric motor.
You're talking about the effect of the heat on the actual material you're spreading?
Exactly. So with that electric motor being in high torque being at the bottom of the impeller, none of that heat is getting up to the material.
Sure.
It's quick, it's easy to replace if that comes time, and more importantly, we have quick and easy access to the actual.
So if you heard what Gino said, if you're spreading those types of materials that are going to need, that are going to be heat sensitive, this is the machine for you.
So the other thing, while we're here at the front, we also have a drop rate cam right on the front of this. And the users out there, professionals, are going to really appreciate that, because that's going to allow us to change the actual drop rate by simply turning that, as opposed to other methods that are out on the market. Very quick and easy. We do also have our hopper gate control that we learned about in the last video that's going to open and close the actual gate. And then we actually have our sprayer adjustable pattern right here that's also going to be down in there as well. The interesting thing about this machine too is it is going to give you the capability to use this all year round. So we can use this to actually spread corrosive salt. And we're going to talk about the liquid opportunities in the next segment.
For winter.
For winter. Regardless of what type of material we have in here, the other thing that you will notice actually is the side deflector right here on the side. And from the control, I can open or close that side deflector, and that's going to allow me to get in tight against areas or control the actual spread.
Prevent it from shooting somewhere where you don't want it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So this particular machine is set up to obviously spread and spray completely, but the spreader portion gives us a lot of adjustability, can be used for all those different materials, makes it a year-round machine, and really gives you an opportunity to add some profit to the bottom line, which at the end of the day is what it's all about.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us again today here, and we're going to cover the sprayer portion next, so stick with us.